Hey everyone, ever feel like your paycheck disappears before you even blink? You're not alone. Let's talk about why. Welcome to Simple Money Lab channel, where we chat about everyday money stuff in a way that's easy to get. Today, we're diving into something a lot of us deal with. Those sneaky habits that make it hard to keep money in our pockets. If you're earning a steady income but still scraping by at the end of the month, it might not be about how much you make, it could be about how you handle what you have. Think about it. Low to middle income folks around the world, from bustling cities in Asia to small towns in Europe or the Americas, face the same grind. Bills pile up, unexpected costs hit, and before you know it, you're back to zero. It's frustrating, right? These habits aren't always obvious. They're the little things we do without thinking that add up over time. But recognizing them is the first step to feeling more in control. Remember, this is just sharing common experiences. Everyone's situation is unique. Let's take a moment to reflect. How many times have you looked at your bank app mid-month and wondered where it all went? It's a universal feeling, whether you're dealing with rent in a high-cost city or family expenses in a quieter suburb. We're all in this together, and small insights can make a big difference in how we approach our daily routines. Alright, let's jump into the habits. First up, impulse buying. You know that moment when you're scrolling online or walking through a store and something catches your eye. Oh, I need this. Next thing, you've bought it, and later you're wondering why. This habit keeps us poor because it turns wants into needs in a split second. Those small purchases, a coffee here, a gadget there, they stack up. Before the month ends, you've spent hundreds on stuff you could have skipped. To spot it, ask yourself, do I really need this right now, or is it just a quick thrill? Pausing for even 24 hours can make a big difference. It's about being mindful, not depriving yourself. We've all been there. That shirt that looked great online but sits in the closet unused. Relatable, huh? Let me share a bit more. Imagine you're at the end of a long workday, tired and scrolling through an app. A deal pops up for headphones you don't really need, but they're on sale. Before you know it, click, bought. Weeks later, they're gathering dust. This happens globally, in crowded markets or quiet online shops. A calm approach. Make a wish list instead. Add items there and revisit after a day. Often, the urge fades, and you keep your money for what truly matters. Next, not keeping track of where your money goes. It's like driving without a map. You end up lost. Many of us get paid, pay the big bills, and then spend freely on the rest without noting it down. Why does this trap us? Because those little expenses, subscriptions, snacks, ride shares, sneak away without us noticing. At the end of the month, you're surprised by how low your balance is. A simple way to think about it: jot down what you spend for a week. Use a notebook or your phone's notes app. Seeing it in black and white can be eye-opening. It's not about being perfect, it's about awareness. I bet if you try it, you'll spot patterns you didn't expect. Going deeper. Start with categories like food, transport, entertainment. Note the date, item, and amount. After a few days, tally them up. You might see that daily snacks add up to a week's groceries. This isn't about guilt, it's empowering. People worldwide share stories of discovering they spent more on apps than on essentials. Taking that calm, step-by-step look can shift how you see your habits without overwhelm. Habit 3. Relying totally on the next paycheck without any buffer. Life throws curveballs. A phone breaks, a family member needs help, and if there's nothing set aside, you're scrambling. This keeps the cycle going because it forces quick fixes that cost more in the long run, like borrowing from friends or using high-interest options. It's stressful and exhausting. Building even a small cushion starts with putting aside a tiny bit each time you get paid. Maybe start with whatever you can, $1, a few bucks. It's motivational to watch it grow, even slowly. You're building security for yourself, one step at a time. Let's expand on this. In cities everywhere, from New York to Tokyo, unexpected costs like a sudden medical visit or car repair hit hard without preparation. Start small. Automate a tiny transfer if possible, or keep cash in an envelope. Over time, it becomes a habit that reduces anxiety. Remember, it's not about huge amounts, it's the consistency that builds peace of mind. Hearing from others who started with pocket change and grew it motivates. It shows anyone can begin right where they are. Number 4. Grabbing food out way too much. It's convenient after a long day, but those takeout meals add up fast. Why is this a money drainer? Home-cooked meals cost a fraction, and you control what's in them. But with busy lives, it's easy to default to apps or drive-thrus. Try planning a few meals ahead, nothing fancy, just basics. Pack lunch for work or make extra dinner for leftovers. It's relatable for anyone juggling jobs and family. Small changes like this can free up cash for things that matter more. Diving in. Simple ideas like pasta with veggies, sandwiches, or rice bowls, quick and cheap. Batch cook on weekends for the week. Not only does it save money, but it can be healthier and less stressful once it's routine. Globally, families share how switching to more home meals gave them extra for family outings or hobbies. Approach it calmly. Start with one meal a day at home, and build from there. The savings add up quietly, giving you more control. Fifth habit. Always going for brand new items instead of secondhand or alternatives. From clothes to electronics, new feels good, but it hits the wallet hard. This keeps us strapped because quality used stuff is often just as good at half the price. Think thrift stores, online marketplaces, or swapping with friends. It's practical. Many people worldwide save big this way. Next time you need something, check used options first. You might be surprised at the deals. It's empowering to know you're making smarter choices. More on this. Platforms like local apps, community groups, or even garage sales offer gems. For example, a gently used phone or outfit can serve just as well. Shift the mindset. Value over novelty. Stories from around the world show how embracing pre-owned items not only saves cash but reduces waste too. Take it slow, research one item next time, and see the difference. It's a calm way to stretch your money further without sacrifice. 6th habit. Overlooking those small money leaks, like unused subscriptions or energy waste. That gym membership you forgot about? Streaming services piling up? These nibble away quietly, keeping your funds low without you realizing. Audit your bills monthly. Cancel what you don't use, switch to cheaper plans. It's simple and motivational. Reclaiming that money feels like a win. We've all had that aha moment when we find an old charge we could have stopped ages ago. Let's break it down. Common leaks include app trials, multiple music services, or even unused phone add-ons. Set a reminder once a month to review bank statements or app lists. Cancel one by one. It's satisfying. People share how this freed up $20 minus $50 monthly for better uses. Approach with curiosity, not stress. It's like decluttering your finances, creating space for what you value. Number 7 habit. Lifestyle creep. This one sneaks up quietly. You get a raise, a bonus, extra hours pay, or even a small side income boost, and suddenly, your spending rises right along with it. Maybe you upgrade to a nicer phone plan, eat out more often, or treat yourself to better versions of things you already had. It feels good in the moment, like a reward for hard work, but over time, that extra money disappears before it can make a real difference in your security or peace of mind. People everywhere share the same story. I finally earned more, but I still feel the same squeeze at the end of the month. A calm way to notice it. When more comes in, take a breath and ask yourself, do I need to level up my lifestyle right away? Many find that keeping some of the increase separate, even if it's just redirecting part of it, creates a sense of progress without changing everything overnight. It's about enjoying the win while giving yourself options later. 8th habit. Emotional spending, or what some call reward spending. Rough day at work? Tough week? You treat yourself to something. Takeout, online shopping, a little luxury, to feel better. We've all done it. It's human to seek comfort. But when it becomes the automatic response to stress, boredom, or celebration, those purchases add up fast and often don't fix the feeling long-term. A coffee run here, a new outfit there, small comforts that quietly drain the account. Relatable globally. After a long commute or family stress, it's easy to default to, I deserve this. A gentle shift many try. Pause and ask, am I buying this because I need comfort or because something else is going on? Other low-cost ways to recharge. A walk, music, talking to a friend, can help break the cycle without feeling deprived. It's not about never treating yourself, it's about choosing what truly helps. Last one, number 9. Comparing your life to others and trying to keep up. Seeing friends, family, or social media with nicer things, vacations, or lifestyles, and feeling the urge to match it. This keeping up habit drains money fast because you're spending to fit an image, not your reality. It leads to unnecessary upgrades, outings, or items just to feel included. Relatable everywhere. Scrolling late at night and thinking, they have it, why not me? A gentle counter. Remind yourself that everyone's full picture isn't shown. Focus on what feels right for your own path. Many find peace by limiting exposure or shifting to gratitude for what they do have. It's freeing to spend aligned with your values, not someone else's highlight reel. To make this real, let's talk about someone like many of us. Meet Alex, a teacher in a bustling city, earning a modest salary. Alex worked hard but always felt broke. Impulse buys on weekends, daily coffee runs, and not tracking anything meant money vanished. One month, the car needed repairs, no buffer, so borrowed from family, adding stress. But Alex started small. Tracked expenses for a week and saw eating out was the big leak. Switched to home meals most days and checked for unused apps. Over time, felt less anxious, with a bit extra each month. It wasn't overnight. Challenges came, like a tempting sale or busy week, but sticking to pauses and audits built habits. Months later, Alex had a small cushion, bought needed items secondhand, and even enjoyed guilt-free treats. It's not a fairy tale, just everyday changes adding up. Stories like Alex's show it's possible to shift, no matter your corner of the world. Small, calm steps lead to real freedom. So now we've covered the most common habits, the ones so many of us share without realizing how they add up. The good news? Awareness alone is powerful. You're not stuck. These are just patterns, and patterns can shift with calm, small steps. Simple action step. Pick one or two that resonate most this week. Just observe them. No big overhauls. Notice when impulse hits, or when a treat feels emotional, or when a known bill looms. That gentle noticing builds momentum naturally. Reflect quietly. Which ones feel familiar in your daily life? How might paying attention change the flow of your month? Thanks for staying with me through this deeper chat. If any point hit home, drop it in the comments. We're all learning together. Like and subscribe if these talks help, and I'll see you next time for more real, everyday money reflections. One peaceful step at a time.